came from Jesus.
Today's word is reciprocity. Reciprocity. Don't ask me to do a damn thing that you wouldn't do for me.
Oh my gosh. Hello everyone. Now listen, I'm back again. And I could only do this at night because during the day I have to tend to my businesses and I'm extremely busy. But of late, I haven't been getting a rest. Not one moment to relax. Because the news cycle has been turning rapidly. Now, there's another dimension to the Tamika, LaTocha, and Rocky Bivens sad saga. Now, Tamika posted this to her IG page, and the moment I saw it, I said, well, I said it. I said that the mistake that Rocky made was to call into Tasha K's program and just said all the things that he said because he would have opened a Pandora's box. He should have kept his mouth shut. He should not have said anything because now Tamika, they dared her and she's answering the call. She's now produced receipts that they cannot deny. But I stand corrected. I should have said that a real Christian woman would not be able to deny with a clear conscience. So you see, I corrected myself. Anyway, let's get to the post that Tamika made. Now it reads, "The real Tamika Scott. God knows I didn't want to do this. Sis, you're sitting on all interviews saying I'm looking for a storyline and attention knowing y'all stole my money. And for your husband to call Sprint acting like he was my ex-husband with my social security getting the passcode to my phone and changing it in 2006. Getting access to my text messages, pictures, and videos, and trying to extort me. Oh, yeah, all of this is documented. Y'all are evil. The other day you said on Fox Soul, Cocktails with Queens, you were going to give me my 30K you stole, so you need to keep your word. Run me my check. I'm tired." Hashtag Tamika Scott. Hashtag Xscape. Hashtag tired. Hashtag of. Hashtag the. Hashtag lies. Now, just when you things couldn't get any worse, she then produced evidence of extortion. Someone sent this to her. The reason for her posting this was to compare this text to the interview that LaTocha did. Because in the interview, some of the things that were outlined in this text, coincidentally, we'll say that for the sake of argument, LaTocha spoke about them in her interview. Now, class, let's read. "Tamika, I have a question for you. Which allegation is worse to the media? You?" This is horrible. Anyway, I'll try. "Accusing your sister of stealing 30K or you texting and sending naked pictures to your sister's husband?" Now, listen. I'm no fool. Neither are you. We're not fools. You could tell from the way this text was structured that the person was trying really hard to throw someone off. Because this makes no sense. Everything is jumbled. Anyway, we just got our hands on pictures and messages, so we're going to do you a favor and let you apologize to your sister and your mom like you did Candy, who set you up on the first place. Also, we have a video of you having sex with someone in 2016. And you can thank the person that's suing you for that. If you don't, we'll send all info to the media and your Kevin Costner husband. If you think it's a joke, don't apologize. You'll be defending yourself to the children, your husband, and the world. This is diabolical. But you're not going to have to face shame by yourself. There's a video of Todd being a... What the... is this? No, everything I have said and will be saying is alleged, okay? Now, Tamika then went over to her YouTube channel. She has a YouTube channel. She went over to her page. And she then went in. Listen, the receipts were receipting, so I'll let you listen to the audio. And I try to do my best to, edit and to go along with the audio. But if I don't, nail it, just remember there's always tomorrow. Anyway, listen to this.
Hello, how y'all doing today? I am here and I want to talk to you about something very important. This is something that I am going to discuss only one time. So after today, please don't ask me any questions. Please, reporters, please don't DM me. Please, please, please. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to do this.
Listen, this is a lot. I would not wish this on any family. Now I'm trying to get to the part where Tiny's mom gives her account of what happened.
My sister is online saying that I'm lying. She did a video saying, oh, you know how she lied, because I said the things that I said about Candy to protect her. She was calling me crying on the phone, talking about a book Jermaine wrote, crying, saying Candy said she broke up the group. So I went to defend my sister, and I said a whole bunch of things about Candy. And I apologized. All right? So now she wants to hold that over my head and say that I'm lying about the money that was stolen from me.
And it was also a public apology.
My royalties that were stolen from me. And she wanted an apology. So now, let me tell you something. She's not going to give an apology. And after I finish revealing what I'm about to reveal, I don't want an apology from her because I'm not vain like that. I'm not vain. I don't need an apology. I just need you to go somewhere and repent.
Well, Tamika, repentance and accountability go hand in hand.
And ask God to forgive you and your husband who's out here being trifling, lying on me and my other group members, sending threat text messages from an anonymous number, but then turn around and do a video and say the same thing that's in the threat text. Girl, you and your husband had to be in the world. How are you going to send me a threat text? And let me explain the text. I will put it up here so you guys can see it. And, I might even share the video where she's saying things that's in the text. So I got a threat text.
Now that's the text I read in the beginning of the video. So now let's get to the juicy part. Tiny's mom.
Threatening me, saying that I need to apologize and say I made a mistake. No, I didn't make no mistake. Miss Diane already explained to everybody that she signed all of us up for sound exchange.
Well, I signed Xscape, every one of them, up for sound exchange. Working, and Tamika, I did LATOCHA, everybody. And Tamika told me when we filled out the paperwork, she was living in New York then, and I still have the paperwork. And I filled it out, and I put it. Her address was all in New York and everything. Tamika, my Tamika had gotten her checks, and it was a pretty big check then. I'm thinking it was like close to $20,000 the first time. They got a lot of checks though, and Tamika said I didn't get my checks, and I said, well, you should have. I said because Tamika's gotten several checks already, and so
I am still not getting what happened here. LaTosha had to be really broke to do this because they left a paper trail. And why would LaTosha not think that, okay, Tamika would learn that, she was getting checks, and then why wouldn't you ask your sister if she was getting checks? Because Miss Diane is the one who signed up everyone, right? So the first thing I would do if I were in a group with my sister, I would ask her, are you getting checks? Are you receiving royalty? Did you speak to Miss Diane? Those would be questions I would ask.
we called up to Sound Exchange. Me and Tamika was on the line, and we talked to this guy's name was Joe Mo Grady. I think he's passed away, but back then he was the person we talked to, and he talked to Tamika, and she asked him questions about her checks, and he told her that her checks were going to Hampton, Georgia.
But Tamika was living in New York. This is proof that it pays, to be honest.
And so after that, she said, well, I live in New York. How did this happen? And he sent her copies of the checks. I mean,
he sent copies.
He said something about your sister and Rocky. Edward Bivens, because I really didn't know Rocky's name
Right, he
was
said
Edward.
I mean, that's like a true con. Staying true to form, allegedly. Having many aliases.
Bivens cashing checks. But how was I supposed to get my money back?
The only way you could get your money back is you had to prosecute him.
Wow, this is all the way messed up. This is really sad.
Do that.
Once we did do the investigation, well, they sent information. Someone sent in, which was my sister, and I will be showing that in a second. She changed the contract and put her name in that she was my manager. And you're going to see that in a second. And then they put they sent my passport. It was a lot of stuff.
I know he said, that they had proof. They thought it was you and everything. But there's only reason that you couldn't get your money back is you would have to prosecute them.
No one has a reason to lie. And you're going to see with the receipts. And if it wasn't for Miss Diane, none of us, me, Candy, my sister.
Unbelievable. Now I'm going to skip to this part.
Evidence that shows how they went in and they changed my address to their address. How they changed my email. Everything that Miss Diane did was changed by my sister, LATOCHA Scott. That will give you evidence. Now, the misconception is the $30,000. It wasn't one check. It was multiple checks. It wasn't just one. So I was very nice. I was being very nice to say that only $30,000 was stolen.
Now, a still tongue keeps a wise head. Rocky and LATOCHA, you should have kept it zipped.
It's not going to work. Oh, yeah, one of the threats were that my tape, I have a sex tape that I did. Yes, when I was in my 20s, I did a sex tape. So, I didn't want to take it back to my house, so I gave the tape to my sister and told her to hold it. So, I can watch it every now and then. I just got to be honest with you. I was looking good on the tape. But so I went back to get it. She said someone stole it out of her safe. So I said, okay, well, who got the safe code? Who got the code of your safe? She said only her and her husband.
Wow, that is nasty. LATOCHA, your husband. You know she's talking about your husband, right?
But somebody stole my tape. Now I'm about to be blackmailed by them. If I don't apologize, they're going to put the tape out. This is what the text says.
Now listen, Tamika said a lot. Now I wanted to bring to you the part where Tiny's mom was giving her account of what happened. I think that was very important because that is the bone of contention. But what you can do is go to @TheReal Tamika Scott, her YouTube page, and you can watch the entire video because she went on to talk about a few things. She said that the threatening text messages continued, and she also confirmed that she and LATOCHA were going to have a gospel record deal, but then when they went to meet with the people, LATOCHA flew into a rage and she had to express that she was a singer in the family. According to Candy, Tamika was just one of the pips. Anyway, listen. I know many of you can identify with Tamika's plight because I've seen comments in the comment section. But listen, your family is your family. You cannot do anything about that. But what you can do, you can control what you let into your space. And you should always have boundaries. Protect your energy, protect your space, protect your realm. And listen, don't be naive because you lose some people. But those people who will fall off are supposed to be gone. Some people, it does not matter that you share the same blood. You have to let them go. Because letting go of them means that you would have reached that level of conscious thinking to be aware that there is something within your realm that is not serving you. And you have to let it go. Remember, self-preservation is the first law of nature, and that will never change.
I said what I said.
As always, stay safe and be self-aware, and subscribe for more snippets of wisdom and real talk. And please, I must let you know how grateful I am. Thank you to my new subscribers and thank you to all of my subscribers. I appreciate you because you didn't have to support me. You are so generous. Thank you.